عيشوا حياتكم، اقتربوا من ربكم، اقتربوا من أهليكم، استثمروا أوقاتكم، وقولوا لعل خير، فعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا ويجعل الله فيه خيرا كثيرا.
No matter how much you have sinned, remember that Allah is Ghafurur Rahim. Allah loves it. He loves it when somebody returns back to Him. Even if you have sinned all your life, no matter what you think about yourself, remember, do not despair from the forgiveness and mercy of Allah. Tonight, my brothers and sisters, tonight pray 2 rak'ahs and say, oh Allah, forgive me. And you will find your entire life changing.
Who you think you are? You won't wake up at dawn to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm amazed when I find out that Muslims who don't pray. How you not pray? Allah gave you everything. How you not pray? No, you get up because Allah created you. He gave you the food. He gave you the job. He gave you the money. He gave you the wife. He gave you the children. He gave you everything, and you don't worship Him?
In this dunya, you are only here for a purpose, and that is to be tested. Will you worship Allah or worship your whims and desires? You are in a test. Nobody cares about you. Don't be fooled. No one cares about you. You go to the masjid, you pray, Allah is not gonna benefit from this. It's for you. You don't come to the masjid, you don't pray, who cares? Everyone else will go to bed at 10 o'clock and sleep and wake up in the following morning not thinking of you. And this is why, if you want happiness, look for it in the Quran and in the Sunnah and in being a servant of Allah.
Did you know that every morning and every evening the Prophet ﷺ actually asked Allah, he made a dua to Allah to protect him from depression and anxiety? And he taught us to do the same every single day. Say this every morning and every evening: Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-hammi wal-hazan, wa a'udhu bika min al-ajzi wal-kasal, wa a'udhu bika min al-jubni wal-bukhl, wa a'udhu bika min ghalabati ad-dayn wa kahr ar-rijal.
Rasul said, if you could rely and trust in Allah in its absolute true meaning, He would provide you the way He provides the bird. It leaves in the morning empty stomached and returns in the evening with its stomach full.
أما قال الله عبادي من تقرب إلي شبرا تقربت إليه ذراعا ومن تقرب إلي ذراعا تقربت إليه باعا ومن أتاني يمشي أتيته هرولا.
No matter what is happening in your lives, guys, don't ever leave off the salah. And yes, the shaitan will make you feel like this is hypocritical. How are you going to pray when you have a girlfriend? How are you going to pray when you are selling drugs? How are you going to pray when you just smoked weed? This is what? A trap from the shaitan. I don't care what it is. The salah is there to remove the filth and the evil from your life. The moment you abandon the salah, expect everything else to come crumbling down to the ground.
Because I will tell you one thing, salah, it has halawa, it has sweetness. Okay, if I give you now a plate or a cup that is filled with dirt, it's filled with dirt and filth, and then I put some sweet honey inside there, and then I tell you drink it, are you going to enjoy that honey? Are you going to enjoy it? Why won't you enjoy it? Will you even be able to taste that sweetness of the honey? You probably won't, because you'll be put off by that dirt and filth that's in that cup, right? Do you agree? That's the same with your heart. That sweetness is the salah. If your heart is filled with dirt and filth and you haven't cleansed it before you've come to the salah, then you will not taste that sweetness of the salah.
O you who believe, do not mock and ridicule and make fun of one another. What if that individual doesn't mind? Do you mind if I make jokes on you? Because wallah, I don't mind. Allahu Akbar. Doesn't mind. We're living in that kind of society that if you can't take jokes, they make even more of a joke out of you. Sah? I can't take jokes now. Making jokes about his weight or her weight, that's not funny. Even then he's saying to me, wallahi, I don't mind, you can say whatever you want. How do you know he doesn't mind? Wallah, he's probably really suffering inside, hurt. He's going to go into depression when he goes home, feel insecure about himself, but he just doesn't want to make it apparent to you that this joke is hurting him. Even if he doesn't mind, you have been commanded by Allah Azza wa Jalla not to make these jokes and not to ridicule him and make fun of him. Walala, Allah told you, oh you who believe. Are you not somebody who believes?
And Allah promises and guarantees those eyes that cry in the middle of the night when you are talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, I'm going to protect you on the day of judgment with me. You are so special. وَالشَّابُ التَّائِبُ حَبِيبُ اللَّهِ. The young person, only the young, not the old, the young, who always asks Allah to forgive them, is the beloved of Allah. He is Habibullah. Habibullah. Only the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is Habibullah. And Allah says, الشَّابُ التَّائِبُ Habibullah. The young person, not person who's over 40, under, young, maybe 30 and under. You are Habibullah when you do what? He didn't say when he doesn't sin. He didn't say when he worships a lot. He says when he repents a lot. Meaning you do wrong and you come back. You do wrong and you come back. You do wrong and you come back. The one whom Allah hates is the one who deliberately defies Allah and argues with him and says, why is it all haram? And keeps going. I don't want Allah in my life. That's the one who turns away from Allah.